You've heard me say it before, but I love compact strollers. I think you can actually get away with using them as a daily driver, not just for travel or specialty events. Now, up to this point, I've been all in on one compact option, the Uppababy Minu, but let's get into why Colugo's compact might be where you want to pivot. Hey guys, Andrew here with Dad Verb. For more videos for young families, hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free, 99. Let's get a look at the latest Colugo compact with new features for 2020. We'll start from the top down, and then I'll get into my thoughts on this guy. Starting off, the leather handlebar has a soft feel and good grip, not too tacky like some other options. You'll notice a button at the center which engages the fold. All you have to do is press the bottom button with your thumb, press the center trigger, and then begin the fold motion. It's a very simple one-handed fold and feels a bit similar to the motion used for the Uppababy Minu. When folded, it measures at 17 inches wide, 24 inches tall, and 10 inches deep. So very similar footprint to the Minu. There's also a carrying strap that you can sling over your shoulder. Because these were meant to fit in an airplane's overhead compartment, they don't take up too much room, which is great if you have limited trunk space. You'll definitely still have room for groceries and whatnot. Now the open is just as easy as the fold. All you have to do is unlock the lever and pull. I will note I do feel like I need to give it a bit more of a strong flick to get it open, and there are some instances where I've had to give it a second go. As a fun bonus, you can actually open it while standing, and for me, it's actually easier to open it like that, and it also kind of just feels cool to do it too. Moving down, we've got an aluminum alloy frame that's measuring in at 41 inches in height. I'm feeling good about it, especially compared to the Duna, which felt a bit short to me. This feels like a decent height while maintaining a compact profile. Altogether, it weighs 16 pounds, so a tad heavier than other options like the 12-pound Diono Traverse, but it's still a very lightweight stroller. And again, like the Minu, the frame is sturdy and doesn't feel cheap. Usually, smaller strollers sacrifice rigidity and can feel a little flimsy, but this has a good balance of strength and size, like Maurice Jones-Drew.
He's still going! Maurice is going!
The canopy is rated UPF 50 and has an extendable sunshade, which is great all around. But for those late afternoons where the sun gets low and you're walking west, the light can creep in a bit. New for 2020, Colugo made updates to their straps, going with a magnetic buckle. I wasn't sure what to think of it at first, but I really like it. It's super easy to use, and this is coming from a dad who's clipped his fingers one too many times while buckling his kids into car seats, high chairs, and strollers. This magnetic buckle, it's legit. They've also updated the harness to make easier height adjustments. Now, this may have just been isolated to me, but mine initially felt strappy, I guess is the best way to describe it. The straps kind of felt twisted and confusing, so I cut the ends to rethread everything to my liking. It only took a couple minutes, and I've never had a problem since, but again, this may have just been isolated to me. The seat has a removable insert that can be machine washed, which is always nice, and on the rear is a strap to engage the recline. Moving down, let's take a look at the basket. Now, when I've made quick grocery runs, this could carry a surprising amount of things. The actual carry capacity is on par with the Minu, but it does have higher walls on the rear and front, so nothing can potentially slip out. Now, depending on the size of your diaper bag, you may or may not be able to jam it in there, but if you do, note that you'll be taking up all of its space, so you may just want to hang it on the handlebar. And before you ask, let's talk about Tipover. Now, this is a very minor thing and it probably doesn't really matter, but I found it fascinating. Tipover is when your child is unseated from the stroller and the weight of your diaper bag pulls the entire stroller down. With the Minu, it only takes about 10 pounds for it to tip. With Colugo, it can surprisingly take more than double the weight of a bag before going down, and the reason is simply where the handlebars sit. The Minu's bar extends past the back wheels, whereas Colugo's bar basically sits above the wheels. Because it's closer, it can support more weight. But there is a trade-off, and this kind of does matter. Because the Minu's bar is further back, you're also further back while pushing. With Colugo, you're closer, which means that your feet can potentially clip the back of the stroller when walking. Normally, it doesn't matter. But guess what's at the back of the Colugo? The brake. Oof. There were a couple instances where I engaged the brake on myself. It was very rare that I did that. I have long legs, you may never ever have to worry about that, but it is something that I did notice. The Minu's double brakes are off to the side, so that's just never happened to me before. Now, last thing I'll say about this, because of those subtle design choices, it actually affects the feel of your turns. The Minu has always felt super nimble, I love it, but for me the Colugo has actually felt a bit better, especially with those one-handed turns. The last thing we'll highlight here are the wheels, new for 2020. They beefed them up a bit, made them wider for a smoother ride, and they also introduced new tread. The push is so smooth, just like our Minu, but only recently we've started to notice a slight bit of vibrating coming off those back wheels. I don't know the cause of that. Maybe it's because I engaged the brake on myself one too many times. I don't know. It's not a red flag. It's not like an ongoing issue, but we've felt it on occasion. Accessory-wise, this does come with a handy rain cover and carrying bag, but what I love is they actually give you something that a lot of brands no longer give you, and that is a free cup holder. You can easily snap it on or leave it off. The power is yours. There are other accessories that you can buy on their site as well. I can't speak to those since I didn't actually use them, but they are there for your convenience. Overall, I have to say it's feeling great. This is yet another direct-to-consumer brand with a quality piece of gear that's being priced well under market leaders in the category. The Colugo Compact is coming in at just $285. Compared to the Bugaboo Ants, Baby Zen Yo-Yo, or Uppababy, this feels like it's holding its own and it's priced at over $100 less than those other options. Now, below the $200 mark, the Mountain Buggy Nano, the GB Pocket, the Graco Jet Setter are all out there, but that's where you start to see the rigidity of compacts take a slight dip. These new direct-to-consumer brands, not just Colugo, but Mockingbird and Lalo, they're building out really good options for a fraction of the cost. So if you're still of the mindset that the only place that you can get luxury and quality strollers is from Uppababy, Nuna, or Bugaboo, then I think the time is here to really start changing that mindset, because these new players, they're good. That's all I've got for you guys. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button down there. Looks like a thumbs up. For more videos and reviews for young families, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video and come back for the next one. God bless. Later.